Hello, and Mark here. Today we're going to be looking at, well, we're going to be looking at me making a pork, it's going to be pork chop strips with bacon, with chips, with my new favourite South Carolina sauce. That's sweet mustard I tried the other day. If you have a look at my sausage wrapped in bacon in a roll, I can't remember exactly the title. It was a couple of videos ago. Anyway, I used that, my new favourite. And if I got room in the thing, I might use some of that Tesco cheese I used on my homemade double down KFC burger. Okay, right. So start off. Right, I've got to be fairly quick because it's almost all right. We got the roll. This has actually been cut in half. What it was, they call it the white sub rolls. There we are. They're quite long, about a foot and a half each. There's two of them for 70p in Tesco. So what's that? 70p divided. That's 35p each, and then the 35p roll in half. What's that? 17, I think. Anyway, so yeah. So that's going to be 17p. Let's see. Now, I've taken some pork chops. These are boneless pork chops out of the freezer. There was 3 in a bag that I pre-bagged last month. I've got 1 for this. I'm going to try and dream up some other recipes tonight for those. All right, so that's what we're going to be using. I've actually cut it into strips, 5 or 6 strips, so they'll be quite thin because it's a thin roll. Okay. So let's see. Okay, we've got that. Okay. I tell you what, it's not easy trying to juggle 2 or 3 things at once in the kitchen. All right. So what we're going to do is that's the meat. I'm going to pan down for you. Okay. Bit of bacon in there. Now, actually, there's something I wanted to bring up. People seem to like the style. Well, some people like the style, or what I'm doing here is I'm trying. Like most people realise now that I'm trying to do cheap meals that on a budget. We're going for the cheaper ends of the food, the cheapest sausages, the cheapest breads, the cheapest sauces, cheese. Because I've recently been looking at some videos on YouTube on a lot of people got cookery channels, and I've been watching some of those American ones where you look at their kitchen and it's the size of my whole apartment. It looks like they spent 40-50 grand on their kitchen. I mean, it's totally, most of us don't live in houses with a 50 grand kitchen in it. So what I'm doing, I'm showing you what a regular small size kitchen looks like, what you can accomplish in that small space, what with the small environment, there's several different cooking machines I've got, mini oven, the fan, convection oven, microwave, in a small area on a budget. So that's what I'm trying to keep it real. Okay. Actually, right. What I'll do, I'll pan down, and got a couple of shout outs while I'm doing that. I'm talking and okay. So what we do? Okay. So we've got the bacon in the roll. This is bacon left over from the other day when I wrapped them in sausages. I wrapped the sausages in bacon. Right. Bit of that. Put that underneath as well. Why not? And put it on both sides. This is quite good. I like this. This is my new sauce, the Carolina. £1.49 from the Co-op. Not the cheapest in any way. It's, the Tesco do cheaper sauces, but not that type. Okay. There's the chips and the steaks. As you can see, like I said, I cut them into strips. There's a bunch of strips there and some chips, of course. Now, while I'm doing this, let me thank Mr. Krasker. He commented on the Oreo biscuits I did, the vanilla flavour Oreo biscuits. I was having difficulty separating the two halves. It turns out, because I've never eaten them before, turns out you need you hold the biscuit and you twist them, right? You don't pull them apart like I tried to. That's no good. That's a recipe for disaster. Apparently and I did it after he sent me the message, and you twist them and it works. You've got the creamy goodness on one biscuit and very little on the other, and you can eat one, and it's good. So, Mr. Krasker, thank you. Okay. We can see that now. What we're going to do is, now we're going to position the chips. In fact, yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll put a few chips in there. Actually, just for good measure, because I happen to have it here, I'm going to throw in a slice of cheese left over, like I say, from the... I made my own double down KFC burger, and this is the cheese. It's very nice cheese. It's really good melted. I don't know what it's going to be like not melted. Okay, but put that in there just for the hell of it, because we can. Put the chips in there. I've got to flatten this down. Put a few bits of meat. The meat's gone kind of hard because I like it chewy. Okay, so yeah, but it's dry and chewy, just the way I like it. Okay. Now I've got a few chips left over. Now, I've got a feeling. Okay, so the bottom slice has bacon. Then it has the Carolina sauce, and you can use, of course, you can use whatever you like. Then it's got a few chips, bit of meat, then some more meat, more chips. Okay, and then the other side has got some more of that sauce. Now the trick now is to get these two halves together. And flatten it down, give it a good, yeah, don't be afraid to push it down. That's what I do with Big Macs. When if I go to McDonald's, I take the lid off, flatten the lid, because it's a cardboard lid, flatten the lid, push the Big Mac down so it goes from there down to real thin, and it's easy to eat. That's what I'm doing here. I'm going to put this camera up a bit. Okay. How's that? Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Right, so now we have a flat. I've pushed it down, as you saw. And here we go. You've got the taste of the bread. We've got the chips. Let's see, where can I... try and move everything about so I don't spill. That's there. It's a little bit messy. You've got sauce on your hands. Well, this is a bloody good sandwich. Now, I'm starting to, because I've spread the chips and meat out, starting to get a bite full of meat, bite full of chips. Can't taste so much of the cheese, but maybe I should have put an extra piece in there, I don't know. But I probably can taste it, just I don't realise it. But no, this is very good. I'm going to try and open it slightly. There you go. The trick is to slice the pork chop. In this case, it was a boneless pork chop. Slice it into strips, a bit like a bit the same shape as chips, actually. You know, strips. Rather than have one big piece, because then you got one thick, but you know. And what I did, I sliced them diagonally. So rather than being like fingers, they were more like slices. Tell you what, now this is very, I mean, you can go into your butcher. In fact, you've heard me mention, I think, Chris the Butcher and Friends. He's one of the people that I regularly watch his videos. He's very entertaining. He's got some very good ideas. if you write to him, he's a butcher, so ask him how much a single, if you want to buy 1 or 2 pork chops instead of a big bag, I don't know, have a look at his site. He'll probably tell you if you ask him. If you buy 1 or 2 pork chops, that's all you need. A couple of sandwiches. You can even, you know, put them in the fridge for the next day. Cook them up in the oven. Slice them up. Put the chips in there. Cheese, whatever sauce. You can have barbecue. I've got some burger relish down there that I'm going to try on a future dish. I bought that yesterday. Getting quite a collection of sauces. That's the thing I like about these videos. Is what I like doing for you, for the viewers, is I'm trying sauces that I never would have normally gone for, you know. But this is good. I'm tasting the chips here. The cheese I can taste now. This is a very good sandwich, you know. I don't know why I never thought about eating this before. You know? Now I'm getting a mouthful of the sauce, but and the sauce is very good. That Carolina is sort of spicy. It's not spicy. A sweet mustard. I don't really go for mustard unless it's like really mild, you know. But that's a sweet mustard, and it's delicious sauce. Yeah. Now we get the bacon flavour. There you go. Now that is another idea that anybody can try at home with a small kitchen. Nothing fancy like some of those American kitchens that you see on YouTube. You know, who's got, you know, who lives in a house with a 50 grand kitchen, you know. You do it in a small area on a budget, you know. It's a meal in a sandwich. Meat and potatoes. Right. Okay, we come up to 12 minutes. There you have it. By all means, you know, I'd love to hear from you. If you're going to make this, you can make a mistake. You can make it with pork chops. You could even do the same with sausages, even. You know, any kind of meat. You can do a piece of lamb. I jokingly say goat because I've actually ate goat ribs before. But yeah, any kind of meat. Let me know in the comments. Share your ideas with everybody else who's watching this show, this channel. Put it in the comments. Tell us what you would do, or what you have done, or what you will do to change this to make it suitable for your taste buds. You know. Right? Did I? Oh, and last thing. Oh, I better do this. Right. Yeah. Done, Mr. Crashco with the Oreos. The drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said that I'd do a shout out for him. I nearly forgot. He noticed that this is he's got an eye of an eagle. That one. He noticed that this is a £1 notebook from the £1 shop. He noticed it from the, I don't know how he recognised it, but yeah, he's absolutely right, and he asked for a shout out. So there you have it, Miss the Drum 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost missed you then. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and there you go, one last look. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.